So I have another question. So I get the cooperative, and I'm just asking for clarity, right? And I agree with you, Ali. I think that women have sex with men too much and too often, right? Um, but the cooperative, I get being cooperative, but should you be submitting to a man that's not your husband? Do you submit to every man that you come across, basically?
No,
That's a dumb
no one
question.
tells you to submit to every man that's not your husband. But if you're deciding to for him to be husband, he should see wife. You should give him wife trait. You should show him your wifely traits, just like he should show you
Yes.
his husband traits. You should be wife and husband to each other prior to a marriage. So if you're demonstrating that you're able to, your ability to be a wife to him, he should demonstrate his ability to be a husband to you. Because a lot of women be talking about you ain't about to get no wifey traits from me, but they want husband traits from a man. So if you don't demonstrate no wifely traits to him, why would he get down on the knee and put a ring on your finger? Women don't want marriage enough. It's the control. Women are having sex with men for control. That's why you value your degree. That's why you value your
Mm.
career. That's why you value being strong and independent, being the boss babe, being the goddess, being the queen. You don't want to cooperate with the king. And the funny thing is, when you do submit, you get more control than the man that you ever have. The more you do for
Facts.
him, the more you empowered and the more power you have over him. So women fight to get power over a man. And the more you try to get in power of him, the more you lose that man. And you lose your children as well, too, at the end of the day, because when they get older, they're going to turn right back around. Because I'm happy you said that, Shayna. My mother and father were still married. My mama showed me and my daddy showed me how a man and woman is supposed to love each other. And my mother cooperated with my father. If your mama left your father, she teaches the first divide in the household, and why a lot of people pick themselves. That's why you invested in self-love. You're investing in your self-healing, which means you're
Mm.
making a lot of bad decisions based on what your mama did. Y'all get to every time we get on these panels, it's going to end up being, hey, she's still healing from trauma. She still had
Yeah.
PTSD. She's still healing. So
Therapy.
if your mother was so great, no disrespect to none of your mamas either. You needed your father for coverage. You needed your father for guidance. You needed your father for support. You needed your father to see how a woman's supposed to be loved. And so your mama didn't have to go through all the things she went through. But she showed you to depend on yourself. And the more you depend on yourself, the more broken
Mm.
you become. So you need a man. But until women want the man more so than you want your degrees and your own independence, our
Mm.
families are going to keep being broken because you show the kids to connect to the father and you connect to the father and you keep the family together. That was your job.
Yo, he cooks, man. Shout out to Ali. Like every time Ali is on the panel, I definitely want to hear what he has to say because this is the first time in a long time I've seen a man cook and they don't cut in because usually when a guy is saying he's dropping some truth bombs, the women come in. What about this? What about this? That is not true. That is not true. But he was cooking, and I'll give them credit. They were all silent. But one thing got me when Sean was talking is how they want their submission and their femininity to be conditional, depending on what man. Which means if he makes good money, I'll submit. But if he doesn't make good money or if he doesn't spoil me, I'll not be submissive. That's why she was asking, well, should we submit to every man? They don't want to submit to every man, but there's one thing they want to happen. They want every man to provide for them. Whether they are going to submit to you or not, they still expect you as a man to do your duty, which is provide and protect. But for them, they want to be able to pick and choose when they can submit, when they can, be feminine. It's like, that's not a good deal for men. Like, no man is going to be like, okay, submit to me and be feminine and be nice to me whenever you want. But as me as a man, I'll provide and protect every single time. It's not a good deal. So shout out to Ali for cooking them. Let's go.
Are you married, Mr. Ekan Ali?
Here we go.
Almost.
So no.
Nope.
And I want to address one of these comments. Somebody said if a black woman dye her hair is blonde, she have identity issues.
Hold on.
This is
Look,
If it ain't a super chat, don't even
right,
don't
right,
even-
right.
If it ain't a super
Ali,
chat,
can
Hey,
I
don't
ask you
even
a question?
no person.
Hold on,
course, you can ask me any question.
hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real
It's a
quick.
wig.
Hold on real quick, y'all. Right. You
He
gotta
don't like
ignore the chat.
wigs.
I'm new to this, y'all. No,
It's cute.
Ignore,
That's all that
ignore
matters.
it's
the
a
chat.
wig. I mean, I got natural hair like everybody else.
We
Baby.
we
I know who
we
I am.
we up here with you. We up here with you.
I know who I am.
No,
This a
ignore the
wig.
chat. They doing their thing. Ignore the chat. Stay up here with us. Now,
All
who
right,
wants to ask
okay.
Ali a question?
I did.
Yeah, he said he on the verge
Go
of
ahead,
being
DJ.
married. Oh.
Go ahead, La. Go ahead, Ray.
I was just gonna say because he seemed to know a lot about marriage and because of his parents. I was just curious to was he actually married?
He told you. Yeah, he answered.
Yeah, he's engaged.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, almost. But what's kind of, I'm not gonna say you being disingenuous about that question, is men will come up here and say how uncooperative women are and how hard it is to have relationships with women, and they'll
Mm.
turn right back around and ask if the man is married when men are telling you why they're not getting married with you.
Y'all are the leaders.
That they do that every time. You see how Ali cooked the whole time, and she goes back, "Are you married?" Well, if there's not enough good women to get married to, or women don't even want to be married because they want to be career women, how is it supposed to be married? So, are you saying only married men should be able to say how women are conditionally submissive and feminine? Are you saying men who are not married shouldn't talk about their experiences when it comes to relationships? Because you don't just keep to a marriage. There are things you experience in a relationship, and men should be able to talk about them. If women can say, I'm dating guys out here in their bums, they don't care about women, they don't provide, they don't take me out to dinner dates, they're broke. If you as a woman can be allowed to speak about your experiences out in the dating streets, men can do the same thing. They don't have to be married to qualify to talk about them. That's my opinion.
It's like she said, y'all gotta keep marriage. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be up to you to make it happen.
No. If I'm a leader and you don't follow, we ain't going nowhere. Y'all the worst followers right now. We're great leaders, but you don't want to follow the leader. You want to be in control of how you control.
And like I said earlier, everybody be divorcing too. Everybody's been divorcing, not only black women, white women, or twice as likely to divorce y'all as a black woman. So it must be something with y'all leadership that's not
So
hitting.
you think the reason why these men are elected not to marry you?
Some ain't hitting.
So you think the reason?
Oh no, we hitting now.
No, I'm saying the white women are twice as likely to leave y'all as the black women, but inevitably everybody be leaving y'all. So some must not be hitting.
What makes it that you give love? You'll talk about Karen, you'll talk about white society when it's convenient, but then you'll support her in effort with us when you know it's probably because of cultural issues where she don't relate to us and she might leave for the same reason you leave.
When I'm trying to show you.
No, hold on. Let me land real quick. Y'all copied her with feminism, and she crazier than y'all. Y'all not as crazy as white women. So if she's leaving us, she taught y'all how to be strong and independent and be for yourself as well too. But she'll lie to you and go marry and try to get resources. So if you're following the white woman and you're gonna give us credit for leaving us as well too, she's just showing you that she's doing the same thing y'all do. If y'all,
she's following us. That's what I was gonna say. She's actually following us. And another thing is, y'all black men get divorced more than all other men. Period. So I'm saying you have to put the mirror up to your.
Sure, there's more divorces in the black community, but the real question is who's filing majority of the divorces? Women. So if men look at that and like, okay, so you're telling me if I marry a black woman, there's 80% chance she's going to divorce me. What's the point of marriage again? You're telling me if I marry a black woman, there's a chance she's going to be just a career woman and not a wife. She just wants the wedding. She doesn't want to be a wife. Why should I marry one again? So you're telling me after she divorces me, she's going to take me to family court, take the house, take my kids, and turn my kids against me, but still require me to pay child support. What's the point of marriage again? So yeah, there's more divorces in the black community, but who files majority of those divorces? Okay, exactly, black women.
Yourself in the microscope up to yourself and see what is it with black men in particular that all races of women, y'all are more likely to be divorced than any other race of man. Everybody.
What's your name?
That is statistical.
Hold on real quick. What's your name?
It's not correct.
The sister with the white.
No, it's statistically
No, what's
correct.
your name? Hold on. What's your name? Lala?
My name.
Lola?
It's Ray.
My name is Rayana. Most people call me Ray.
Hey Ray, you ain't got no options.
As far as what?
A man that'll do anything for you.
Do I have a man? Do I have options?
No, I asked you, do you have options?
Of course.
Right. You want to control the man. You want to try to change a man instead of being with a man that'll do anything for you. You still won't settle. You want to be with who you want to be with instead of being.
You telling me about myself?
You say you have options. Why you don't settle?
Good question.
What you mean settle? You want me to settle?
No, I don't know. That's not what I don't mean settle.
And that's the issue. For them, they look at settling as the wrong thing. When at the end of the day, once you choose someone to be ride or die with, you are settling. You are settling down with someone. But for them, settle is like a negative word. They think that They always use settle as a thing of I'm with a man who's below my standards. That's why she was like, settle? It's crazy to me how they flip words and make them, they made submission a negative connotation, marriage a negative connotation, because to them marriage is slavery, and now they're making settling down as a negative connotation because to them it's like I'm not, I need a man who's on my level above. I'm not gonna settle.
Just anybody. If you have all these options, a man will settle with a 5. A man will settle with a 6. He'll make that 6 and 5 his 10. Y'all want to still be with the 10s. You still try to be with a man. You try to change and make him into what you want him to do.
Who me?
Facts.
Who you talking to?
I know you. I know you do it. I know you do
I
it.
don't try to change nobody.
You don't try to change the
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely not. I let people
So,
be themselves.
How many
The
relationships?
biggest
Hold on, real quick, Ann. Hold on, Ann.
Cook,
Why are you
Ali.
not currently in a relationship if you haven't tried? If you accepted a man for who he is, how you still not still in a relationship?
Good question.
That's not on my priority list right now.
Checkmate. You don't want to be with a man enough.
Yes.
That's not your. He's not your priority. So why would he want to be with you?
Good question. Oh! That was a checkmate that she didn't get it. It hasn't clicked yet. Oh my God, he got her so bad. She didn't get it. It's like you have all these options, because he started by asking, okay, so do you have options of men? She said, yes, which means if you have so many options, you should be able to pick one person. And then she goes on to say, it's not my priority, which means you don't want to be with a man. You don't want marriage, which means career and making money is your priority. So, which means that's why black men are not marrying black women, because marriage and relationships are not your priority. It goes back full circle. She didn't get it. He got her so bad. She doesn't get it.
And I'm okay with that.
See?
You made my point, sister. You made my point.
I know being in a relationship is not my priority. I never said it was. When y'all
So how you blaming? So how you blame? So now you made my
you
point.
can find a woman that wants you though. It might not be me, but
You
somebody
made
should
no
want you.
look, Ray. You made my point just now. You don't. They're not your
She
priority.
doesn't get it.
You
Yeah.
prioritizing yourself.
It's not my priority, but there are women out here that would love to be married and be in a relationship.
No, I'm
So,
talking
so
about-
what's the majority? Is it majority of black women want to get married, or a majority of black women saying, I'm strong, independent, don't need no man, I make my own money, I want a guy who makes 6 figures, if he makes 70,000, he's not good enough. Or I want a man who's going to accept my kids. What's the majority? A majority of black women saying I can deal with a guy who's a plumber who makes $50,000? Are they saying that I'm willing to build, or do they want a guy who has a stable career and is making 6 figures? What's the majority?
About you though. I'm not talking about those. No, hold on. If you're talking about, if I'm gonna be an advocate about bad men and I'm being the bad man, it would make sense. But if I'm a good man, I'm being righteous, and that's what I'm advocating for, and men aren't getting responses from women, I can speak out for them. You're speaking about what women are talking about men, but you got all these options where you can settle, but you said that's not your priority. So how can you
settle?
So how can you speak against men, but you won't even settle with one?
You actually are actually
He got her so bad, now she's confused. You see, even the women are smiling because he got her so bad she doesn't get it.
Why I'm not in a relationship, because at this point, especially, I don't want to say this, but in the state of men right now, it would be like somebody would be settling a lot of times. It's not. See? Like I said, it's a reason a lot of women are divorcing y'all. It's not hitting.
This is sad.
Hey, hold on. Hey, brothers.
It's not hitting like that.
Straight like that. Darwin, Sweeney, if you had a woman that does everything you wanted to do, would you leave her?
No.
No. Are you married, Sweeney?
Yes.
Yes.
You said his wife. He said his
Bruce
wife.
is married too. No, but listen what you're saying. You got all these men that do what you ask, and you go, that's not my priority.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Ali, man. Shout out to Lapif. Ali cooked so good. Woo!
But Ali,
Woo! Thanks, Ali. You cooked. There's nothing to add. At the end of the day, there's no black man who's going to watch that and be like, I can't wait to get married to a woman like her, who's prioritizing herself. She has all these options, but she's like, I don't want to get married. All right, link down below to Lapif.